Evening, folks. How's everyone doing? Is that working? There we go. So we've got, let me grab chat up on my phone. First thing, I'm using a different mic lead. If there are any audio issues, let me know. That was weird. I don't know if everyone's going to hear this, but I started playing the video on my phone, and there must have been a slight, like a key change, but it seemed like it was maybe like half a tone up or down, and we got perfectly like really dissonant notes playing at the same time. It sounded great. Hey Laydad, hey Voidhead, hey Gibbous, hey Connor. Ooh, pizza delivery, that sounds good. Yeah, it's green today. I'm changing the colour scheme every single episode. Just finishing my frozen coffee. So the plan today is to I've got my notebook. Alright? I'm gonna go back through what I've done so far and write down anything that I think is important. I'm gonna really take my time with it because I feel like there are probably details and stuff that I've missed. I think this game relies on minutiae that are smaller than I may have first considered. And I don't want to miss any of that. So I think we're gonna go back through and make rigorous notes as I do so. I'm also playing with a controller today. We'll see how that goes. Gibbous asked if I got every memory found yet. No, I probably have somewhere in maybe half the region of maybe 30 or so. Gibbous I've something that isn't a spoiler but a tip on one way to take something similar to notes in-game. I'm happy for you to share it so long as you're literally just telling me a game mechanic that is intended to be used and not at all hidden. If it's anything besides that, then probably not. I do kind of prefer paper and pen notes anyway, though. Hey, David. I realised, David, after asking you what your icon was, or asking you whether that's Artorias, I was going on my Steam library and realised it's actually the Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition icon from Steam. If it's just a game mechanic, then sure. Alright, so we're gonna mark people. Okay, that I'm aware of, and I have done that with a couple people. In fact, if we go into this memory here, I believe, if I remember rightly, that one of the guys in this memory is written as an unidentified top man.
Let's we break it down and take more than those shells. You bastards make time. Exactly what I give you.
So I'm gonna make notes of like what people sound like. So Captain is English young man voice, because we might be able to work out who's talking in other memories. We've also got why has my controller stopped working? There we go. Right. I'm guessing this guy. First mate, he's the guy who's Scottish, so he's William Hoskett Scottish. Gruff. And he also has an X. Yeah, it's been a really cool game so far. Do we know who this guy is yet? We do know this guy. He's Henry Brennan. This is the guy that we are not yet familiar with, and I believe I do have him marked as an unidentified topman. Yeah, you can see it above his name there. Above his picture, rather. One thing that I've realised, actually, is we've got this picture. Obviously, everyone at some point on the ship has like died or escaped. Or so it would seem. We've got this guy here. He is dead, of course, or is about to be dead. He also doesn't appear as a name. And if that's the case, if he's not showing up as a name, that means he is one of these guys up here. So one of the people in this top picture is the guy getting executed. And also, I'm wondering, it's interesting, how are we going to work out who's been executed? Because that happens before the beginning of the game. Maybe will we actually find this guy's memory? Or will we have to work it out entirely through like relayed accounts or something like that? But the other thing is, even if we worked out who he was, assigning that name to the correct picture in the book would be difficult. Hey Kinra. Because we can't use this guy to select it, so we'd have to work out who this guy relates to up here to even be able to enter the details of who it is and how they died. So I'm also going to have just a look around and just see if there's other, like, I don't know if there's other interesting details or things. I don't know how secretive and hidden this game is going to get about certain stuff. Like, am I gonna... Could it be that the bullet that's been fired here is gonna help with something? Like, do I need to be looking at details that small? Can't go through doors, can I? Hey, Camelot. So Henry Brennan. I'm gonna say no to that, Kinra, sorry. There you go. So Henry Brennan should be an English guy, I think. Okay, and this guy has a really deep voice. I think using this map is something I want to take a bit more of a look at as well. Because it's something I don't think I looked too much at up until now. How? So I guess this is where he dies, right? Wait. Was that the flow of time? What was that the flow of time of? Because I wasn't looking at a specific character. Also not sure how I skip to different parts of this book, because I'm using a controller now. So I was just looking at the locations of the memories, not the locations of a specific person walking around. Okay. Who are you? Has he got a scar on his head? See, that's the kind of shit that I'm missing. That this is what I need to make a note of with my notebook. Knifey boy, whoever he is. Knifey boy. Scar on top right of head. Like, I bet that shit comes in handy. Hey Zach. I'm reading chat. But I'm not using chat to help. So I think that's all I'm getting from this one. I've forgotten what this means. Why is this all blurry? Is that going to just be blurry forever because it's something that, like, changed? There's still this thing as well. This flare. What the hell is that? As far as I can tell, it's never changed. It's kind of... It's almost annoying to me. Like blurry things feel like things that should be unlocked to become non-blurry. It's sort of irritating to me that this door is going to stay blurry forever. Also, what's going on with the... Let's take a look at this stopwatch. The stopwatch changes. So what I guess is happening here is that... Oh, okay. No, I think I got it. So the hour hand is the chapter. Because this is chapter 10, isn't it? The end. And this is the minute, is minute 1. So the first thing that happens in chapter 10. And then this is the second thing that happens in chapter 10. And then this is the third thing. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I see what's going on with the stopwatch. It does kind of look like the Ezek symbol, yeah. So we can tell she died, and we know how she died, but just from the stopwatch we can tell she died way earlier than this memory. So she died Well, not necessarily way earlier, but like 3 memories ago. 3, not memories, 3 chapters ago.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
So Henry, I think that's Henry Brennan, right? Wants to know, where are they? And Kep says, at the bottom of the sea. Now I don't think he's talking about, like, people. Because it'd be weird for him to think that they were, like, hidden in a room. In a small room like this. So I'm guessing it's an object of some kind that we're talking about. It's Knifey Boy. Hi, bud. He's even waving at me. So he has successfully pierced the captain's shoulder here. That kind of thing, I don't know if that is... Could anything possibly be helpful about that? The green... Oh, I see. Is it actually not looking like a good video because of this? Okay, well I can keep it as a consistent color scheme then. Let's do some of this and just tell me if this looks better. Hey, fishy cake. So he pierces Cap's shoulder. I don't think there's much else to glean from this. When you say, why did he only shoot 1 bullet, let's bear in mind what kind of gun we're talking about here. This is not... It doesn't have a magazine. This is a powder shot pistol, so it's one way you'd have to, in order to make a second shot, pack in some new gunpowder, so I'm pretty sure those, yeah, flintlocks, they only give you 1 shot before you have to repack it. So let's take a look at Knifey Boy. What happened to you? So are we hearing Henry die? Okay, yeah, so we heard Henry die. Then we heard the captain get stabbed. you can see the blood coming out of his shoulder from where he got speared. Oh, I see. So the captain actually takes the spear out of his shoulder that he stabbed him with. And he hits Knifey Boy right across the head. I can't see his scar. For a second there, I was thinking, like, oh, is there some weird, like, time manipulation or some shit going on? Like, the scar that was on his forehead 2 memories ago has been caused by this attack. But no, that's not true. I think I can actually just about... Yeah. You can just about see it there. Yeah, Knifey Boy really doesn't say very much. Let's try another colour. Just tell me if one of these colours seems to be an improvement over the others for YouTube's bitrate. Okay, well maybe we'll stick with this one. It's a shame I don't particularly like this one. Again, I don't know if there's much more we can say here. I like the fact that we spotted the scar on this guy's head. I think that could possibly come in useful. Is the captain... Is it being suggested to us here that this captain is like inhumanly strong? And something weird is going on with him? Like he gets stabbed in the shoulder with a spear, and he's sort of fine with that. And then he gets a knife to the kidney, and he's sort of fine with that. So Gibbous, the fact that there's no time limit is exactly why I'm doing this as methodically as I am. Because there's no reason to skip ahead and then forget which things we have or haven't done earlier on that could give us initial clues. I realise that I am probably still missing a lot of more memories and stuff later in the game that could help us a lot. But we're going to get to them, so it's fine. So I guess this is the spear and knife that the captain took. What's on the floor? Oh, it's a pelvis.
Abigail, your brother, my friend.
Abigail has a brother.
I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love.
Is this something we've already established? Do I remember seeing that no one has the same name as Abigail because she's married?
For everything.
Nasty way to go. Nope. Okay, so Abigail's name is Witcherell. Robert Witcherell is the... yeah. Okay. So I think we don't know who Abigail's brother is right now. She is Scottish. The brother could potentially be William Hosker here. who has of course been shot by the captain, but the captain may well have shot someone else as well, so we don't 100% know that. Okay, yeah, I don't know if there's really all that much to get here. Okay. Abigail, I think we'll come back to her later. There's one of these on every deck. And these things on the floor as well. What is this? Hey, Fred. Okay. What shall we look at next? What was the next memory we found? I guess it was Abigail. Let's do Abigail. Okay, so that conversation was between Abigail, right? She was the Scottish girl. Okay. Martin is the brother, I guess? No, okay. That's the third mate. So Martin... Hang on, let's see if there are any other Martins. No, okay. So one of the people in this memory is Martin. Right? So who was she actually talking to? Is it this guy? Can't imagine it's those. Do we know who this guy is? I think we do, don't we? No, okay, I thought we'd work that guy out. Hey, Crash. Is this Knifey Boy? This is Knifey Boy, isn't it? Who still has a scar on his head. And we're currently on chapter 7? So he gets that scar before chapter 7. Sensory question you had. I think I'm just going to say no to be on the safe side. Is it this guy that we found out? I feel like we worked someone out who had a fancy hat. Is it this guy? It is this guy, okay. So we know who he is. We don't know who he is.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, that seems sensible. That this guy would be
Leg press, yeah.
Martin. Because she's near to the guy. So I think I'm probably right that this guy is Martin. Also, I mean, he looks like him, right? Yeah, that's Martin. Okay.
Ah, there he is, the JKD man. Lovely. That's good. Such amazing.
Do we know you? I think I know you. Okay. And I've put in all the details. Okay.
Is it far from yours? That's good. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Is the water stopping me getting up here? Looks like it. So I can't get up there right now.
That's very good.
Who's this dude? Who's he?
Well, you have no excuse now to go.
No idea.
Considering you see the amount of distance I have to walk to go there, it's just in the house. Oh, shut up, will you?
This guy's rocking 2 guns. He's awesome.
You're on holiday, yeah, next week. I'd be surprised if you go more than twice, even though you got 9 days off. Okay. You see how far I gotta go to go to you. Somewhere.
Okay, let's take a look at this guy.
Yeah, of course you are.
Okay, well, not a lot of dialogue to talk about.
Oh, right, okay. So it's official. That's good. Is it a nice pet? Is it a nice pet, right? Is it?
Let's find Knifey Boy. This is the bosun, who's being thrown a gun by this guy. War legend. Who are you? No idea. Oh, this is... Hang on.
Sucker, I'm pushing it around.
No. Have we got a severed tentacle here? Looks like we do. And who are you? So we actually know who this guy is. Okay. Oh shit, there's people over here as well.
Can I say something? Maybe it's something that you should have thought a little bit ahead. You know how shit they are, period.
I can't actually zoom in on them. I wonder if they count as people in the memory.
Yeah. Should go.
And who are you?
Should go to
You're the
another
third
one.
mate? You are the third mate, you're Martin. Okay.
Like a boots or something. Put in boots in town.
Is Knifey Boy not in this memory? Also, what are you holding?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that like a Molotov cocktail?
No, they're a bunch of fucking tools. I'll tell you a story, but it's a bit of a long one, so not over the phone, but don't go to the NHS. Yeah, just try and have a look at the one that I'm not really the one called the Boots in Town. They are really nice.
You probably can hear it, Fred. I don't see where Knifey Boy is, because Knifey Boy grabs this guy
Nice and professional. And
after
yeah, you should go up. Like they're really nice and friendly at reception.
he dies.
And then I don't
But
know.
this isn't Knifey Boy. This isn't Knifey Boy.
I don't remember her name. The one that like does my teeth. She is absolutely amazing.
This isn't Knifey Boy. Where does he come from? I don't see him in his memory.
Yeah, I know, but that was back in the day. Like,
Is he like up the rigging? Is that him? That is him. I mean, he's definitely a top man, right? He knows his way around the rig.
yeah.
This guy's like really elusive. He's always climbing around places.
Before you leave it like me, then I have £1,200 worth of work to do. That's coming out of my pocket. So.
The Return of the Obra Dinn.
I said you've got to do it.
It's a murder mystery.
And then you've got
It's really cool.
£1,200 of bill like I had. Yeah. For all the
He's like weirdly hidden up there, but I still don't know if it actually helps. I can't see any interesting details. Yeah, I don't know how much I actually get from this one.
No, my teeth for us have been fine. It's just the cavities because I just never went to the dentist. I go like every 3 years. So.
Alright, let's try this one.
Can I call you in like 15 to 20 minutes to finish cooking and just do it? I'll ring you back a bit.
Alright, so that's this one then. So one of the I forget where they're from. Are they Taiwanese? One of the, I think, Taiwanese guys was the guy holding the bag of powder, but now I don't see him anymore.
That's what I said to them. Same excuse not to do it.
She's gonna be sorry. Sorry, man.
That's all I got today. Yes,
What should I do?
well, she's trying to make an appointment to
We've got this guy here as well.
you know, for after
Just casually jumping ship, or being thrown off the ship.
You have to book an appointment and you can't just schedule ahead like she used to. So now like, she doesn't have any left because they only give you a certain dose, you know, like 2 weeks or whatever. And there's no point in
Okay.
2 weeks or something.
You can't actually get downstairs. This is oh no, this is actually before the memory with the guy holding the bag,
I don't think she'll do it before
isn't it?
she could have
So it's not his. This is where everyone's coming up to help, I guess. This is the guy that gets torn apart in a moment.
I'm not being like 14-year-old fucking father and my kids barely 16.
Okay.
You want to enjoy it, you want to do all the hard work while you're still young. So instead of waiting, you know, when you get to about 35, fucking
What are all the ropes and stuff going on here?
Get up every 4 hours to change nappies. Rather than just do it now when fresh.
There's a rope that's running in between these two. And this guy,
If you catch him adrift.
Oh my.
he's tied it round his waist, I guess. And up over there.
If I had the confidence, shit didn't happen. I did. I don't know how to
Are these guys just like tied ropes in between each other so that they can't get thrown overboard?
It's not because I'm exciting. And the road is just like getting down, getting up, getting over.
Yeah, okay. I can't see any, again, can't see any like interesting details here. You must be fucking terrified.
Who's that kid that you got signed?
Daniel James.
Yeah.
I've seen you, I think, a couple of this.
Hey Wolf Boy, it's yeah, going good.
It's the same.
No, I'm
They
saying.
did it for class and that. He was
No,
fucking amazing.
no.
Look where he's the shit.
No, he's a prospect. I'm not even looking at him like he's going to be a freaking
Hey, Snowball.
big thing. I'm just saying that he reminds me of Andre from Chelsea. And this is, it's just out of, for his age at 19, he's got pace, strength and smarts.
Right, okay.
And that's what I'm going to show you. There's bits and pieces like the goal that he scored.
So this is the very beginning of
Where did he come from?
I haven't seen him.
day.
He's just a very quick and clever.
Get in the
Looks
boat.
like he's
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? It was an accident. No problem. Wasn't it? I saw the whole thing. Lies. Oh,
Well,
shut
there was
the
one
way.
where the defender had the ball, he was facing his own net, he was standing at the deep, and he spun around, well,
so we know who both these guys are.
there was a massive gap.
Oh wait, we don't.
Daniel James just seen the gap, and he just had this spark
You
of speed.
were clubbed by Nathan Peters.
Reminds me of,
How do we know that?
what's his name, Andre from Chelsea, 'cause the
But we
way
don't
he
know
was
that you're
speed,
Nathan Peters.
Right.
So I guess we can do that.
He looks like a good prospect. You can't see him being the saviour of Manchester United. I can definitely see United are looking shit. Those players, United are looking at playing all
So this guy, I guessed it last episode. Okay. Is it because he's got a brother? Because there's also a Samuel Peters. It's to do with that, isn't it?
Apparently, we're taking in as many.
So we now know who Nathan Peters is.
Apparently. But that's.
So Nathan Peters.
That's somebody else taking place.
Definitely because you've got to pay a hefty fucking wage. Checks on if
Nathan Peters' brother,
contracts.
Samuel,
Lukaku, if you don't get a decent price, you
is killed by ropes or by
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Lars Lind.
Have you seen that team, Cardiff Metro Uni, that qualified for the Europa League?
Metro, yeah.
Yeah. It's just go there. Yeah, Sky Sport. Yeah, Sky Sports.
So this thread is at the beginning of the Doom chapter. So that's not happened yet, I don't think. Because it's later on in Doom where the Kraken starts. Yeah, here we go. So chapter 6 of Doom is where the explosion happens. But chapter 1 is where he gets clubbed for killing his brother. So it's unfortunately in the wrong order for this to be to do with the explosion.
No, United beat the qualifier games. Who said he won the FA Cup? It beat the system. United.
No, you have to qualify.
No, we've already qualified because City won the FA Cup.
What's that got to do with it?
It's to do with the whole qualifications, but basically with the FA Cup you get a place in Europa League, you get automatic qualification. But because because City won got through to the Champions League, then that's been passed.
Is that it? There's no one else here?
No, surely it should be passed on to 5th, innit?
You already have it.
Alright, okay.
You've already got automatic qualification, and if you win the cup, then you've got automatic.
I guess that's all that's happening here.
It's in,
There's really no other details to look at.
No.
No,
Well,
we'll put it
you
Okay.
will qualify straight away anyway,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
7.
Hey Anna.
Right, okay.
I guess kind of one. I went back into a memory and worked out that we knew a guy, but we hadn't assigned the name to them, so I've just done that.
I knew I had to leave whenever I scored that goal.
Do you can yes, sorry, fine.
So that was my thought.
Can you put minutes?
Oh, sorry, we've done that. My bad.
Well, there is that, and then we see on your manager.
If we go to Doom 2, maybe we can see what happens to them. Yeah.
What's his name? Savino, Juninho, some shit
So this is Doom 1.
Man City and Arsenal play it. And he's coming in.
It's actually finding the memories. You can't go to the book and select the memory from there. You have to find the right body.
The only experience he has.
I guess they're below decks, the other Doom ones.
Brazil under 23 teams in April, and then they let him go because
This is the one after Doom. This is... No, the 2 after Doom, actually.
We're losing our players, and we're getting some fucking bullshit now.
Right, it looks like Kier's gone.
Yeah.
Kier's definitely gone.
Let's take a look at this guy.
We'll definitely lose Depay. I'll probably lose Fekir, and we're going to lose Dembele as well.
That's
Because,
one. Move quick.
United
You'll not take the last march.
Dembele, you've got. I think it's less money than
Down.
you've got Tottenham as well, they're heavily linked with United.
So it's the captain yelling, let them go.
The forward. He's got 20 goals in 40 games already. He's just fucking good as last year. And Dembele, and arguing a good boss.
So we think that's the surgeon. And we guessed that because of the memory where people start dying of illness. I guess that's bitter cold. Evans? What are the names of the women? Passengers. Okay. All the women are passengers, right? I wondered if she might possibly be related to the surgeon. Absolutely no idea. Okay, wait, what was that? Okay. So you are... I thought you were Paul Moss. And you're killed by what I thought was Duncan McKay. Which could be correct, because we haven't done this yet, which we'd need to do to check it. So are there any details on these guys that are important?
We're going to Black History, but the KKK started talking about Black History. We started talking about
Okay, and who have we got running up here?
KKK was brought into it. But it was all started by Ireland. Someone came out and said, what's mad is that 3 black men were able to infiltrate and be bystanders of the KKK during the Civil War.
Yeah, I can't see any related names to the women, can we? Fred, sorry. So what's going on down below decks in this one? This is part of the memory where these guys are talking about defecting, right?
After the Civil War.
Did it?
Yeah. And I had a question in Ireland about it.
Right, fair enough.
No, because I thought it was like the Civil War is what sparked it.
No,
But
no.
it was the aftermath.
Yeah, it was because of slavery shit.
Mm.
North and south here. Right, okay.
But Oren was like, that's not true, we know that's not true, Mr. Axel said it, blah 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 blah. Not in history.
And we've got this guy listening in as well. We've got absolutely no idea who he is.
And anxious time.
Whose room is this on the map?
Shut the fuck up. You've just insulted black people.
But what was he saying? I don't get the insult.
3 black men were part of the KKK.
Right. So what's racist about
It's not true.
It's not anyone's room.
He insulted Ireland because he was saying black people.
Cool,
and he
okay.
black racist thing. That's not
Oh.
true.
that? Depends how you put it. You clearly saw the black clansman. It wasn't him, but it was black people. It was a black person infiltrated.
There was one person, yeah, for that purpose, but Ireland jumped into that and explained it. What he was saying was that he was making up a lie, and that's what really twisted the whole thing.
So what kills this guy?
And now he's saying it's about black people being him. He didn't even know about the black family.
This is the first chapter of this
Black
stuff.
person that
Put a bit out.
came up with it.
Let go. Easy now. You're in a bad way.
With one of us
Ready
on
for my
that.
Frenchman.
Squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
Torn apart specifically.
It left with the store. Captain came up from the hold. Said he changed
As far as I've seen,
it. You should rest.
the script. Okay, here we go.
Vinegar, balsamic vinegar, salt, and milk. Nice and light in the belly for tonight.
So this guy's asking after the Frenchman, who was torn apart by the squid. And as far as I've seen, only one person is torn apart by the squid, and it's the guy with the tattoos. Which is this guy. So who is it that's died? It's Alfred Keistel, who is the bosun. So the bosun's mate presumably is therefore French. I think we've got one. I think we've got an identity. This guy is the bosun's mate, the French guy. Charles Minor, or Charles Minet, or something. That's done. That's pretty confident that he's the bosun's mate, because he was torn apart by the squid. Okay, I reckon that's pretty good. Let's make a quick note as well. Bosun's mate is French and was torn apart by the squid. Okay. Fred, you reckon I've got 2 that I'm pretty sure of, so let's try guessing another one. Okay. So you are... No. Who do I have that I think might be complete? There's one. Is there any way of seeing your list of just information about people to see who you've got finished? We think this guy might be done. But I think this guy we thought could be one of a couple different Scots. So let's just try applying him to... There are no other Scots. Oh, it's because we've not finished this yet. Okay, let's go to the memory where he dies, which is the one that's up here. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? So it's this one. So he is totally shot by one of the women, yeah. So we can work out one of the women, hopefully, by doing this. I doubt it's Abigail. Okay, I guess either this is wrong or we don't have two others that are good. Okay. So we've got him. Okay, hang on. Let's just get rid of unknown topman for now. And we'll give him Timothy Bootman. Because they're both Scottish, I'm pretty sure. And let's give this guy Duncan McKay. And now let's try. Okay, that would have stopped me, right, if one of those was correct. Can I just get confirmation I didn't need to like leave it up for a bit? It would have stopped me, yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that memory with the yeah, maybe they aren't Scottish. I'm not sure why I think the bearded guy's Scottish. I'm pretty sure the top man who dies down here is Scottish. I'm gonna go to his memory and double check why I think that. I think it's this one. Was that him? Sir Loose Cannon. Because that's not a Scottish voice, that's an Irish voice. Am I a fucking idiot? Sir Loose Cannon. Sir Loose Cannon. That's Irish. That's not Scottish. Fuck it. Oh, dude, I must have been tired playing this. Okay, he's Irish. Apologise to my Irish housemate. Oops. Okay, are there any other Irish guys? It's only him. It's him then. Oh, fuck me. Idiot. I'm an idiot. Right. So let's now try. There is another one? Did I miss an Irish guy? Oh, there's Emilio Farrell, who is the butcher. I don't think this guy's a butcher, though. Oh, there's Samuel Galligan as well, who's the second mate steward. Okay, it could be one of those two. Okay, it's one of those two. We can try both. But now let's go back to this guy. And let's call him the purser, because I seemed to have thought that previously for whatever reason. And now let's try this. No, okay. So now we'll go back to you. Fuck. Yeah, to be honest, he doesn't really look like a purser. I don't know why I thought he was. To some extent, I feel like I have to sort of trust my previous deductions, because to remember how I reached every deduction would be impractical, to say the least. Yeah, I know you've never played Fred, it's fine, don't worry. Who are the other Scottish guys? Okay. Let's have another look at the memory of that guy who I have down as the purser for some reason.
Let them go!
So there's nothing there that tells me who this guy is. Hey, it's Knifey Boy. Let's just put this back to unknown while I remember. I want other memories of that dude. first memory? The Scottish guy, is he playing cards, dice in the picture? Yeah, he's playing cards. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think I'm going to bookmark these. And hopefully try and work out who he is from down here. So it's these ones around the bosun mate's cabin. There's also this one here, where Sprat dies. Okay, so let's head down and try and find some memories that include that guy. So is this where Sprat dies? Yes, it is. Okay. So it's the memories around here that include our man who's accused of being the purser. So let's check this one. I want to say that also sounded like an Irish voice. It's hard to tell, they were saying very little. I don't know how much it helps because absolutely no idea who in this memory was saying that. So this is the guy in question. It doesn't tell me much about him. This is Knifey Boy. We know this guy. Yeah, he's around a lot. We know this guy, he's the main gunner. Okay. What's the nationality of this gunner man? Wolf. It does not sound Irish. So who was talking? Is it this guy who's talking? Who would be in charge of... Let's take a look at the gunners. Who would be actually making the calls about firing guns and stuff? It would be one of the people who is actually labelled as the gunner, right? But I guess we're done. There's only one person unaccounted for who is even a gunner. There's the gunner's mate here who's Polish. That voice didn't sound Polish. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't look like the most helpful memory for the guy that we think might be a purser. So let's check the other ones. I know we've looked at this one, but I just want to have another listen.
Sir, loose the cannon! She's nearly over! Watch your flank!
There's two Irish guys. Yeah, there is another Irish voice in these two memories. Is it you? Is the third mate Irish? No, the third mate's English. Samuel Galligan is Irish. So I wonder if he's around in this memory too. But who is it that's shouting about the keeling over and stuff? It's not him, he's English. He's the guy that exploded, which is why he's holding all the powders. So these things here, these are the explosive powders, presumably? Who's the other Irish guy talking in this memory? Is it you? It feels like it's you. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I think this might be right. Fuck. Yeah, I know there's a couple different nationalities for the women's names, but the woman who shot it was too far away for me to really tell. Okay. Dude, crushed. Right. Okay, hang on. Both Irish men present in memory where Irish guy crushed by cannon. Oh, that's true, they are in a separated picture. Do you reckon, shall I just make a guess on it then, do we think? And just leave it on there just in case? Sure. Okay. A few people have mentioned about progressing. Like, I can, I suppose. I just feel like I'm missing stuff. I feel like I've probably missed lots of details and things. And then eventually to fit those details into the picture, I'll end up coming back to these memories anyway at some point. If you see what I mean. But yeah, I mean, I guess I can do some new stuff. I haven't looked again at Sprat's death. The reason for that is that, as far as I remember, there was absolutely no dialogue in Sprat's death, which doesn't seem super helpful. There's blood here. There's spots of blood all the way along here. Have we done this? Here's a new one.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Oh shit, okay. That's a really cool way of showing this memory, like, it's through a wall, so I get to see through the window. This is a new threat, okay. It's one of those weird Japanese crabs. So, you're unfortunate. You've been... I can't assign death until the memory's repeated, right? Why are you leaving a trail of blood all the way... Oh, can I not get out? Oh, you cheeky bastards. I actually can't leave this corridor. That's really interesting. So he's been speared into the door as well. Okay, well, we are most certainly not done, anywhere close to done with this memory. I think there's a few things here. And we've discovered a new chapter. Who is this and how did they die? Well, I think they've been speared by... the big crab thing, but I don't want to... put that in until I've revisited the memory. This thing really takes its time, doesn't it? Okay. Let's go take another look at this memory. That one that we've just discovered is going to hopefully be helpful because at least it places us on the other side of this wall. What's the circle there? That's weird. Are there more of those? No. Is it blood? It doesn't look like blood. There's something weird going on with that. No, it's not blood. The fuck is up with that? It's really weird. That's not a glitch, is it, Kimura? That's an actual thing. Oh, am I seeing the ocean outside? Is it just a hole in the... It's really hard to tell depth in this game. I guess that's a hole in the wall, and I'm seeing the ocean outside. So it doesn't exist yet on the memory. What's also interesting, there are two ways to look at the audio in the memories. Is the audio being played from a stationary point, or is the audio following where the character is? And I think from this memory we can establish that it's following the character, because you can hear almost like a sine wave. You can hear it reverbing in not reverbing, like it's muffled, and then it comes in and out of the muffling, presumably as this guy is walking past these holes in the wall, and then it muffles, and then it unmuffles, and it muffles again, and it unmuffles. So the audio centering, where we're hearing the scene from, is following the character who's dying through the memory, as opposed to being a stationary point where they die. That may not be a detail that's useful, but it's something to bear in mind. It could be useful, knowing this game. Oh, okay, it's a light source. It's a patch of light on the wall. Got it. So this is light shining through onto the wall from out here. Okay. So why is there a circular, perfectly circular patch of light over here later? I guess we can take a look at that once we come out of the memory. Okay. So this guy's been killed by... Okay, there's something more going on than this just being one of those weird crabs. It's got these, like, it almost looks like it can shoot spikes. It kind of looks like a person under a garb of some description. It's some weird monster beast. Which means you died by being weird monster beasted. Spiked by a terrible beast. I guess that's a way to die. As for who you are, I have little to no idea. Alright, let's look through all these windows and see who we can see. We've got you, we know, you're the gunner. You're also aiming a gun out here, which means there's more threat than just whatever this crab thing is. You're the first mate, who incredibly is about to survive this encounter. Somehow. Who are you? You're the bosun, okay. God, the people on the ship, they did not have the best time of their life, did they, on this trip? So we think you're the butcher, we've already said that. Can I not apply a cause of death to this guy? Do you have to have seen someone die to give them a cause of death? And we know absolutely nothing about you. Okay. Although, the room that you're in could be a suggestion. What room is that guy in? Ooh. I'm stood here. This is the purser's office, so perhaps this guy's the purser. He's dressed more like how a purser might be dressed. We'll go with it. Just on the off chance. No, okay. let's do our next memory. This is the thing that came through the wall that killed him. Is it a spike? See, the thing is, I'm actually not 100% sure yet. Not yet. That he's killed by a spike. It seems fairly obvious, right? But it's possible that he's also been like accidentally shot by someone else in that room or something as well. It's not an absolute given that he's been spiked, because there's no spike here. I'm going to make a note that I'm not 100% confident of that. So what is that chapter? It's 6.7. Not necessarily spiked. Could be friendly fire. Okay. This bit of the ship looks in very good condition considering there was a big spiky boy stood right here. Where was he? The actual spike guy was like stood around here, right? Yeah, I'm not 100% confident that that is a spike kill. I think that actually could be a bullet. Let's see what's up with you, sir. You most certainly were spiked.
I've got you.
Weird accent.
Don't move. I'll get you down.
Huh. Was it just English? Was it just an English voice? This is also the trail of blood that leads. Oh, okay, so you... It looks like you were spiked. Because you've removed it here. And now you've left to hide. But it maybe wasn't what actually killed you. So we'll bear that in mind. You also came from... So he was spiked around here. This is interesting as well. This guy's dumping... I was going to say water, but not necessarily. It could be like oil or something. Are they going to burn it? Okay, here we go. Are we going to get 3 successes? We are not. Come on now. So unnecessary. So, I'm also pretty confident that he's the butcher and that he's been spiked, right? He's definitely dressed like a butcher. He was also in the memory of... The reason I put him down as butcher is because in the memory of this, he's here as well. And I think there's an Irish voice.
Let her here. One swig. Get through the skull and stone her brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. Here? Yeah. Come on before she kicks off.
So that's an Irish voice. The guy who is Irish says he'll cut her throat, so presumably whoever is Irish is holding a knife.
Mind your shoes now.
So this guy is called Charlie. We decided he was Charles Herstick. I think there may have been one other Charles or Charlie, so we weren't 100% about it. But the guy holding the knife is this guy. So yeah, we're fairly confident that he's the butcher. It is also mentioned that we're going to take them to the carpenters, but the carpenters are American. We'll go with butcher because of this memory. I wonder if one of these guys is the carpenters? Or these are the carpenter and the carpenter's mate. I'm also, again, this is just a long shot, but because this is going to complete the information, let's just try it. No, okay, that's fine. Worth a go. Oh yeah, this is the one where the dude's got the monkey. And it's the guy that we think might be the surgeon. Who are you? You reckon you're the surgeon's mate? Would make sense, you're helping prep the bed for this person coming in. Okay, so yeah, a butcher I want to say I'm pretty confident on. If not, he's maybe a carpenter, but that seems pretty sure, right? He says he's going to cut the throat of the... Do I get a memory on the crab? Or is it just this person here? I think it's just the person. Okay, so this one we're going to watch again now.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
That's a very upper class English accent, isn't it? And it's this guy talking because he's getting him down. Do we know who this is? Surgeon Henry Evans is English. Again, that makes me pretty confident that's a right answer. Who have we got here? We think you're Nathan Peters. Bosun. Have you lost an arm? Looks like he has, yeah. What are you being given? Is it a gun? Oh, it's a gun, yeah, okay, I see that. Who are you and what are you throwing? You're just the dude who exploded. What would you throw on this guy? It would be kind of weird to throw water on it. Unless there's something I don't know. Are these spikes on fire? Maybe he is throwing like oil on it to burn it or something. We don't know much about you. There's a blood trail over here and a sword on the floor. Is there gonna be another dead body over here? Oh, this guy disappears. the end of part... Wait. The end of Escape. It's... Oh, I remember this one. Oh, no. Oh, it's this one. Is this the final... This is the final chapter of Escape. Right, I'm gonna go and check out that chapter. Because he's on the lifeboat, isn't he?
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Oh, do I
Bear
not
up,
have a way?
son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back to save him.
you tell her yourself.
Well, that's definitely a Scottish voice.
Bring the surgeons, kid!
Have we confirmed this guy's Brennan? Yeah, we have, okay. And this guy... We know who he is as well, don't we? He's the first mate. Yeah, fine, okay. Don't know who this guy was, still. Although, by the room that we're in, we could potentially work it out, because that's something I wasn't doing for a while. We're in the midshipman's quarters. We're in the midshipman's quarters, so... How many midshipmen are there? There's 2 of them. 2 unaccounted for, anyway. Both of which are English, so we can't deduce it from that. But in 9-6, stabbed guy, likely a midshipman. Yeah, the Tell Pete's mother thing is a bit weird as well, because I don't know if it actually... I can't work out what about that would help me. Like, I've done this memory a few times because it feels like it should be a really helpful memory. Pete. I suppose the one thing that could potentially be helpful is if one of the midshipmen is called Peter. They totally are. Okay, it's Thomas Lank then. Knifey boy, and he has a scar still. Why is he so silent? So this memory doesn't help me work out where the doctor went. Oh. Okay, I got my control scheme wrong. Okay, so where are we? This is Escape. So where does Escape take place on the map? Escape is here. Which means the Doctor is probably escaping to, probably, Azores or Madeira or the Canary Islands. By the Doctor I do of course mean the surgeon. So, should we just try that? Canary Islands, Madeira. Where is Madeira? God damn.
No! You're cut!
Don't.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the spiky fight. It's down here, right? The noise this thing makes is fucking weird. Okay, so he is on fire, hence the water. So this is the part where you get spiked, so you start making an escape down here. Right. We done with you? We're done with you. Are you not the guy dying in this memory? Oh wait, I don't get to do it until the memory's over. So clearly some other threat is also coming from over here. There's a spike in the wall, so is there a second one of these things coming? So we think this is Charles Hershtick because he's the one in the farm memory. The cow killing memory who throws up and gets called Charlie. So if, and the cause of death here should be relatively clear. So because the cause of death should be relatively clear, if there's another Charles, then we can try them as well. But hopefully this should be one to get correct. Completely correct. Am I really not getting 3 correct here? Oh god. Why is... I feel like I've got 3 dead certs here though. You, I'm very confident on. You, I'm very confident on. And you, I'm very confident on. Unless there's another Charles, which we've discussed. So let's take a look for that. No. Okay, let's just try you then. As the carpenter. God, fuck. I swear I had 3 that I'm like really confident on. Yeah, I do. I've got the Frenchman being torn apart, you burning, and you being spiked. I know who all of you are. So what's the problem? Oh yeah, I can't open doors in memories, can I? Sometimes reading the whole book helps. I'm not really sure what that means, but fine, let's go take a look. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Maybe I will at some point. Well, the big thing about this game is, like, even if I'm getting these things wrong right now, because of the nature of how the game flows and progresses, I'm not stuck because of it. So getting things wrong like this is kind of fine, because I can come back to it. It's not like I'm just not gonna move on from here. Okay, so we think we know who you are, so it would be nice to find out how you died. That's the one other thing, right? I wasn't 100% sure who I thought was the surgeon and who I thought was the surgeon's mate out of those 2 people. Let's try and find out how you died. And go from there. We know who you are, don't we? Yeah. Thomas Lank. You're the guy who gets knifed in his bedroom. And you're the guy who I think may be the surgeon. It definitely makes sense for how you're dressed. Unless this is the fucking carpenter and the carpenter's mate, because people do talk about the carpenters. Like, maybe the surgeon dies really, really early on in the story, so the carpenter just takes over the role or something. I could see that as being a possibility. The table of contents isn't the front of the book. Oh, I see. Shit, okay, yeah, it's not the front of the book. I have read this before, haven't I? But right at the start of the very first chapter. Okay. Henry Evans. Who is Henry Evans? Is he on the... Henry Evans is the surgeon. So he's alive. And he's in England. No, wrong. He's in Morocco. Okay, alright. So him being alive means that he is even more confident that he's the guy that we think he is. Because we never see him die, he gets on the boat near the end, whereas the guy who I said is probably the mate of the surgeon looks like he is about to die. Because he's this dude. You're right, Morocco isn't in Europe. The fuck am I doing? I read French Post and thought Europe, but Morocco is not Europe, it's Africa. Thank you. Wait. Wait, I tried that before. Did I not try that before? Okay. Fine. So the three that we were really confident on, we've got right. That means that the Frenchman, who I thought I was very confident on, is not correct. Did I not have two others correct then? Okay, fair enough. I thought he was one of the more recent ones that I tried fucking with. That's wrong. Okay. Right. So is something going to happen because I got those right? No. Good. That lets me do the things that I want to do, which is to very carefully go through everyone that I've put information on and find out who is not correct. The only way of me doing this is by looking on the picture, right? So, let's make a page somewhere else in my book here. Incorrect info. Swirly tattoo man. Charles Minor. Torn apart beast. And I guess we'll put the question mark on the name there. Because we're pretty sure he's torn apart by a beast. It's difficult for that to be wrong. I can look in the manifest. Does that actually do it properly? Oh, it does do it properly. Okay, I thought I didn't have access to a little list like this. Okay. So I can apply causes of death to people I've not found. I just choose someone. Okay, I can actually apply causes of death to people that I've not seen them die. It's matching the picture to the manifest. But is that not then giving me the option to... Oh, okay. No, it's... Okay, no, I see it. I see it. Okay, so Charles Minor, Bosun's mate, friends torn apart. I think the information may be correct, but I've put it on the wrong face. Okay, and these two are both wrong. Fuck me. How is Samuel Galligan wrong? It's infuriating. So who have I said is Samuel Galligan? There. So we're saying that you're not Samuel Galligan, you are someone else who is Irish. Which leaves us with no one. Patrick O'Hagan, who we put on someone else temporarily, I guess. That's gotta be right, right? He's the only other Irish guy in this list. Okay. So that's actually the only combination I currently have that I knew was guaranteed wrong that I've finished. Oh, except, sorry, no, there's this guy as well. So, Paul Moss. Killed. Sword. Duncan McKay. Where is Duncan McKay? We don't know how he died. Okay. So is that everyone that we know we've got wrong info for? Yeah, okay. So let's put this down. Let's try and find out how our surgeon's mate died. Jesus. It is a person. It is a person in some sort of shroud. It's creepy as fuck. So this game is getting properly, like, Lovecraftian. There's some weird, like, paranormal shit going on. Are you the you're the butcher. Are you the guy I think you are? Yes. Still have no idea who you actually are. So are there 2 deaths in this one memory? It's unusual. Oh, he's the guy throwing a flaming something or other. Okay. And someone upstairs is dying. God, it's all kicking off. So yeah, we've got another rider. This guy's got scary eyes. Okay. Someone else who has been spiked. Well, that makes the nice easy, makes the cause of death simple. Oh. Okay, well, we ain't doing you yet. Let's have another listen to this. Now we know who's throwing the fire. It's a weird accent. Okay, so the guy saying Werner, you burn it quick is not the guy who dies, so the voice doesn't help all that much. Who are you? You're the midshipman, okay. Throwing a lantern, okay. You're the guy who exploded? Whoever you might happen to be. You're the guy who is almost certainly Thomas Lang. Wait, hang on. Have I called this guy an unknown midshipman? No, he's a known midshipman. Okay, well, I think we know how both of these lads died. He's not quite decapitated. His head hasn't come off. He's not really crushed either. Strangled, there we go. Is it beast or is it enemy? It's enemy, isn't it? Check their bodies after they're dead. That's true, although I do remember Kinra saying that some causes of death do leave a room for ambiguity. So I feel like a death like this may well allow for possibly either strangled or decapitated. We could try it though. James Wallace. So James Wallace. possibly decapitated. Okay, and do we know? We don't know anything about the other guy. Okay. It's a weird weapon this guy has. Do we think this is maybe like the gunner's mate? Olus is... I'm just going to write this. Olus is a blind guess. Remind myself about that. I still don't know anything about you, but you've been around a lot. You could also possibly be the gunner's mate. It's just the hat I'm going on more than anything for this guy, and the fact that he stood there. You're the first mate? You're the first mate. So we got another one of these bad boys. Creepy motherfuckers. You're the fourth mate, we dealt with you. You're the guy who defects later. I don't know much about you. Can I not apply a cause of death to this guy? It's because I've not seen the memory, have I? Don't know who you are. You might be Nathan Peters. That could possibly mean that you... Oh wait, no, I was going to say you could be the brother, maybe Samuel Peters, but he dies via either ropes or the Dutch guy. Not Dutch. The, where's he from? He's the Dane. Whereas this guy looks like he's been spiked. Yeah, it is an assumption void, but it seems like maybe a half decent one, just from the fact that he's always stood there, and he seems to be wearing a similar uniform. So yeah, I think it's a fair one. Okay, I think we're done with his memory. We're going to come up here now and see about this next spiked man. Where's the exit? Is this guy throwing spears? Oh, he is. Cool. It's kind of cool. We may well be able to get a look at some point to see whether he throws a spear through the wall at the guy that I wasn't sure about, whether he was actually speared or not. Here we go. Ooh, whoops.
Stay back! It's already done for me. Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cats!
No fucking idea about anything that just happened. This isn't the right memory. I missed like a subtitle on the very first thing that was said. So I need to go back and read that. Oh dear. Are you guys all dead? You're alive. I guess you might well be dead. God, imagine just going on a nice sea voyage and this motherfucker boards you ship. Jesus Christ. This champ has thrown an axe. It's a decent shot. End demon. Oh, so the actual, it wasn't in English. Okay. I did just hear it as a demon. I didn't realize it wasn't. So the person who's died is not the foreign guy. He also says, "Come on, boss," which makes him probably someone's mate. Stay back, it's already done for Nick. Now what's odd is that he's, to me I would intonate that sentence as, "Stay back, it's already done for Nick." But I feel like when I heard it, he said it more like, "Stay back, it's already done for Nick." Which I don't understand what that would mean, but if he's saying it's already done for Nick, then that means that Nick is the guy being spoken to. Who is also probably the guy who's, or definitely in fact, the guy who's dying. Okay, let's do this one again.
What's going on? Stay back. It's already Nick. Hey. Come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat! Ah!
Oh, certainly spiked. Don't know who you are. But it looks like you're about to take a spike too. Oh yeah, in fact we saw you take a spike, and then you grabbed him after he took that spike. This guy is the Dane who gets Nathan's brother killed by rigging, apparently. Okay. What's going on? Stay back, it's already done for Nick. So this guy is called Nick? It's kind of weird that it's telling me I shouldn't know who he is, because if this guy's name was Nick, I feel like it would at least be saying it's a possibility to work them out. Is Aunt Damon French? Oh, no, it's not. What's going on? Stay back, it's already done for, Nick. Come on, boss. No, get down. Ooh, don't be telling me things like that, Kimura. That seems like it's a very legit clue. But I've already done the Dane in this scene, so I'm fine with that. So, also assuming that this guy's Nick. He's a topman. He's not anyone's specific mate, so if he means boss, I don't know who he's talking about. Yeah, well, so, yeah, Mark, this is what I was saying about I find it a really weirdly intonated sentence. So there's a couple reasons that I feel like that might not be correct, that I've called that guy Nicholas. Because, one, the sentence is said very strangely. If he said it's already done for, Nick, then he's saying it's already dead, and he's addressing Nick. But that isn't how it sounds. It sounds like he's saying it's already done for Nick, and I have no idea what that means. It's already done for Nicholas. I'm not sure what's already... Are they saying something else has been done for Nick? Like, it's been done... Yeah, it's already been done for Nick, but I'm not sure what they're talking about has been done, because nothing's been mentioned. Maybe it means it killed Nick. To me, the grammar doesn't quite make sense for that, but I suppose it could be. Can you say something related to the guy dying in this chapter? Depends. Again, I really don't want any kind of spoilers. Does the accent work out? Yeah, also the fact that they're saying I shouldn't know who this is yet makes me think it's not Nick. But Nicholas would be English. Okay, fair enough, right. Yeah, well, done for usually does mean dead, but the subject of the sentence would make it sound like they're calling the crab done for and dead, not Nick. He sounds like he's addressing Nick and saying that the crab is done for, is how that sentence reads. I'm gonna listen to this again and see whether the dying guy even sounds English, because if not, then I can just entirely remove Nick. It's already a long shot, I think. I don't think that is Nick. But if I can completely eliminate, like if I can completely falsify that, that would be good. The guy who dies sounds American. Okay, well that's what I'm about to check now. I'll see what I think.
What's going on? Stay back. It's already done for Nick. Hey, come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat.
Yeah, he does sound American, doesn't he? There aren't many Americans on board. I think it might just be the carpenters. And if he's got a boss, that would make him the mate. I still don't understand what the sentence means. It's already done for Nick. I don't get that. Stay back. I guess that does just mean it's just a weird oldie English way maybe of saying it's already killed Nick. It's already done, like it's already done in Nick. Done for is almost being like contracted into like a one word. Stay back, it's already done, Nick. It's already done for Nick. So done for as a phrase is just synonymously being used as in dead or killed. Stay back, it's already done for Nick. So I want to maybe then say this guy is Nick. We're going to try that. So I'm going to go and do that memory now so that I can make that guess. Yeah, hey Mariamba. So yeah, I guess it is slang. It's just really weird grammatically incorrect slang. It's not like they've used a slang word for dead. It's the done for. What can I do you for? It's a phrase meaning. I don't know, I just find the grammar really odd, but fine. God, they really got the jump on these guys, huh? Oops. Okay, so I think that's going to be fairly certain when we get the chance to say that he got spiked. We know this guy, right? Yeah. Not sure who he is. Still not sure who he is. He's been around a lot recently, though. He's with the goat. I don't know whether that means he's the butcher's help. Where is the butcher? Oh, the butcher won't be in the list. The butcher's mate would be, though. Maybe he's the cook. Yeah, there is no butcher's mate. Okay, he could be the cook. I could see that. In fact, fuck it. I'm actually gonna put that on. What have you got around your neck? It's just a scarf, isn't it? Okay. What's your deal? We've looked at you. You were speared by a foreign enemy. Take your time. Okay, let's have another listen to this one. Do we know anything about this guy who's been flung up? No, in fact this is the only memory he's in, it looks like. Soldiers of the Sea does seem to refer to these guys, yes. Wow, okay. Oh, I'm on the rigging, that's sick. So I'm wondering whether this is potentially the event where Nathan Peters' brother dies. Do we think this guy looks like this guy? It's possible. I'm going to put Samuel Peters on this. And let's bear in mind as well, they could be the other way around. I don't think I had a reason to put him particularly as Nathan and not Samuel. You're the dude who gets strangled, okay. You're the guy I thought was Charles Minor. So these guys all seem to be top men, don't they? Is he Knifey Boy? No, he's not, is he? He's next to Knifey Boy. No, wait, he is Knifey Boy. Is he dying? Yeah, later this guy's pretty fucked, isn't he? Okay, I'm going to apply all the top men to him just to see if it works. I don't think that's correct. I don't think this is Samuel Peters. I'm going to remove the name on this one. this guy down here as well. Can I actually... I can. So he seems to be fairly unique. He's probably a top man. And he's got the headpiece on. I'm wondering whether that makes him this guy. It's interesting that I exit this memory by going through the door that's on the rigging. I imagine these guys are like a couple of the Chinese top men as well, but I don't know which ones, and there's not really a lot of point guessing because I also don't have causes of death. I can't remember if I tried... I did try guessing with this guy, didn't I? I put him in as... Yeah, I've already done this. There's also this guy down here as well that I can't zoom in on. Oh, we can see the crab just making its way up now. And there too. In that case, yeah, definitely don't say it, Kenra. Oh, so this guy's falling off here after having been hit by lightning. I thought he was being thrown by a crab, but no, he's just been struck by lightning. Why are some bodies skeletons and some not? Is a skeleton bodies the ones that I found the real body of, and the ones that aren't are the ones that I've seen only inside memories? Is that the differentiation there? I've only just noticed that he does actually have his pants around his ankles. So we know who this guy is, don't we? He is the artist. Okay. This guy's like, what the fuck? What did this guy eat? Why do I think he's Paul Moss? Well, this guy looks like he's almost certainly the helper of this guy, and this guy we're pretty sure is the third mate. Although we're also pretty sure this guy is the Irish lad, because he has an Irish accent when he dies. Right, who else we got around here? You're him, okay.
Let me on. Over my
Oh, it's this one.
bloody
Okay.
day. How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. Your ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Okay. Let's try this again. No, okay.
Well,
Same as the other fellow. Some lung disease, not consumption. Made worse by the cold.
will it spread?
If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
Disease picked up at the Alaska house, whatever the Alaska house is. This deck is getting a little bit crowded, eh? Well, that kind of is what I'm doing, because some of these memories, I've not seen him die. Yeah, so like some of these memories were ones I've done earlier that I wanted to go back to anyway. To see if I had anything new on them. That's interesting. I think this is new. There's a foot just dangling out the window.
Go back! Here. Pepe! Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us! Give it up!
What the fuck is happening here? What chapter are we on? This is bitter cold. You're a bit fucked, aren't you? So this is the bit where you guys were planning on leaving. So is this all happening just before the shootout that happens on that escape boat? I guess so. So the Formosans all just getting ready to leave on an escape boat? Is that what's happening? Alright, new chapter. Fuck. So why are they... Hey David. Why are they doing any of this? Okay, have we just found the guy that was killed in the picture in our book? Is that who this guy is? Is this the Justice at Sea image? Have we actually found that for real? Looks like we may well have done. Well, we'll come back to that.
On your toes.
Go back!
Here.
Pepe!
Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us! Give it up!
So that's an easy one. Shot. But who are you and who shot you? I've got you down as Edward Nichols, the second mate, because of the hat. So let's put you down for being shot by Edward Nichols. No idea who you are. The Formosans are speaking Chinese. I forget, it's Taiwan, isn't it? So I guess that is the language of Taiwan, is Chinese. So are the Taiwanese guys being kidnapped or forcibly sent off the ship? Because it looks like he's... Is he also bound? It's hard to tell. I feel like they're maybe like kidnapping all the Formosans. I don't know who any of these people are though. I also didn't know who you were. You're the Dane. I don't seem to be able to get below decks, so let's have a look at the guy who's been hanged.
Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Quiet.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire.
Lots of interesting things going on there. So, first of all, that's not correct. That's the wrong memory. So this is the picture. And here's Edward Spratt drawing it all. It's kind of cool that this is actually one of the memories. So we know that this is Hokseng Lao. We know that this is Miss Lim. We don't know about the other guys. You've got a thing. You look like you might be a cook. Because you've got a thingy. A prod. You're the butcher. There is no butcher's mate, but you could be the cook. Monkey hanging around again. God, yeah, this is an interesting memory because, like, "28 other people present." It's a big one. Someone else died in this memory? Is this Nunez Pasqua or whatever the name was? That would be my guess. I'm actually going to enter this memory straight away and try that.
Hello? Who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? Senor Nichols, is that you?
What are you doing down here?
This sounds like a Spanish voice almost.
Fine here. Just sorting some things. Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
Shit. So yeah, I think you probably are, going by the voice and the name. Oh, Italian. You're him. And you are Mr. Nichols, who I have correctly given the name of. Cool, okay. This is Hoxing Lao, who has been knocked out, I guess, and is about to get framed. The first thing I would like to mention here is that the effect on this item is very similar to the effect that's on the flare outside. The second thing is that I suspect that this may be what the captain refers to as being at the bottom of the ocean. The third thing is that is this what the soldiers of the sea and the Doom have come to try and reclaim? Has this ship gone out and found some ancient deific artifact that the sea is trying to reclaim from the ship, and it's being hidden here? And as long as there's nothing blocking my line of sight to it, I can always see where it is with that effect. So we know where it is in in the present time. It's been chucked into the sea at some point, and the ship has since moved back from there. I guess that's what the flare is. It's this shell. Is he stabbed? I'm gonna have to double check this, but I think he's stabbed. So what is this? Is it sending people insane? Is it the thing that people are trying to sneak off the ship? Is it the reason people are defecting? Are they trying to steal it? How are you being killed? Is it a knife? That's gotta be a knife, right? I don't like that hasn't completed a triplet. I feel like it should have done. We got a new chapter? Oh, we've just finished the murder chapter. Okay. No one disappeared. 3 people died. Again, the thing you mentioned earlier about ambiguity and something which isn't actually not meant to be ambiguous. Is it something you want to actually tell me, Kinra, as opposed to... Are you just saying this is an ambiguous death? If the game is making something ambiguous that it's not intending to make ambiguous, then yeah, I guess you can tell me that. we just got a triple. Foreign enemy is meant to refer to humans. Cool, thank you. That is helpful. Especially since there are characters calling those things enemies in the memories. So yeah, I'm happy to know that. That's good. Okay, in that case, strangled beast. Speared by beast. Where have I put this guy? He's here, okay. I'm gonna try this guy as crushed by cannon. Why doesn't that work? It's definitely a cannon. There's no question that he is killed by a cannon. And he's Irish as well. That one's really throwing me. Is this very cheap to do this? Well, I got it. that was a bit cheeky, to be fair. I am getting to the point, Kinneral, where I'm assuming that he's not actually Irish. Like, obviously it would be possible that he has been, like, he's born of English parents but has grown up in Ireland, so he's got an Irish accent or something. It just seems really cheeky of the game to pull that. Like, to give someone an Irish accent. But he's not Irish. He is Irish, right? We heard it. He's clearly Irish. Depending on when this game is set, because it's like 1800s, I suppose it's arguable that he's American. Because that long ago, certainly depending on where you are in America, the accent is probably somewhat similar to the Irish accent. Do we think? That makes sense? So we're going back to this memory because there's plenty more to look at.
Hok Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Quiet.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line.
So, does the ship belong to the East India Company?
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
Why is he under the authority of the East India Company? And is that company as in a business, or is that company as in the army? I thought that was a penguin for a second. So, like, everyone's here. Does that... How much does that actually help us? We know you. Yeah, it was mainly like tea, Daedric artifacts, you know, that kind of thing. So you're the kid that that's crushed by the cannon who doesn't appear to be Irish almost. Fuck it, I have no idea who he is. I don't know if this is a particularly useful memory, because is there anything in this memory that we don't just get from the picture? Hok Seng Lao, you've been found guilty. Miss Lim, it's too late. So this guy here, he knows what's up. He killed this fucker. And he's watching this guy take the blame for it. Yeah, that's actually, I've just realised, Void, yeah. We haven't assigned this guy yet, have we? So he's been shot by, gun, by, and yeah, we actually need to work out who it is. It's this one. Everyone else missed. That's really funny. I guess they had to, otherwise you wouldn't have been able to determine. And you are Henry Brennan. Okay, so that's pretty certain, I think. You're the guy who got electrocuted. This guy's like weirdly ghostly compared to everyone else. I'm guessing that's just because he's right on the edge of where the colour stops. Why did you three miss? Is that purely for the convenience of me being able to choose a killer? Or have you all missed for a reason? You're the Dane, aren't you? Okay. I think we're done. And I think we're done as well. It's been a pretty long stream for Obra Dinn today, and I think that's gonna do it for me for now. I'm getting tired. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. We made a fair bit more progress today. We got two or three more triples. And I think I know what this is. I honestly expected this to bother me for a lot longer than it has, but I actually think I know what this is. So, all of a sudden I'm a little less bothered. Okay, yeah, cheers for joining us, everyone. I'm going to close up here. So, we'll see you all next time for... what will next time be? Next time's going to be... The next stream will probably be Minotaurian stuff, either tomorrow or Thursday. So we'll see you all then. Bye-bye.